What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Blokees Transformers Model Kits Wave 1. So we actually already looked at Wave 2. I ended up getting that before this one. I tracked this one down because I really liked what I got in that first one. So this one has Optimus, Megatron, the Dotson Brothers, Ironhide and Ratchet, Jazz, and a couple of Seekers. We have Starscream, so we got the other two here. So pretty cool. I wanted to take a look at this. Now it is the same as that first one as far as assembly and all that, but I am going to just show the unboxing here. And there is it is intended to be a blind box. You can see there's kind of a perforation. So this is meant to be opened up and then set, in a retail store so that when people come in, they pick up a box and they get one of these things. And then there's a 1 in 36 chance of getting this one, which is the metallic Optimus. I hope I get one. Very unlikely, though. I usually don't get lucky on things like that. But I will let you know if I did get it. So you open this up, and it does come packed like this, 9 in a box. The 9 I just mentioned to you. And this looks slightly different than the first one we got. That one had Starscream and Grimlock on the box. This one has Optimus and Megatron. Very apropos. And if we'll just open up this one randomly and see what we got. And you do have to build them, so I'm going to build them probably, I'll do one on camera, probably Optimus, and then do the rest off camera. Alright, and you get basically a common set of instructions. So all of them have one set, which is basically the Optimus figure. It shows you the base figure. And then any customizations, they'll show you on this page. So, for example, Megatron has customization for his backpack. Jazz has a customization for the shoulders, it looks like. The Seekers have the wing pieces, so you really only need this one set of instructions for the base, and then the rest is where it differs. Alright. So I am curious if I got... I randomly opened the Optimus just by random luck, and I did not get the metallic Optimus. I got the regular one. So we'll get this guy put together. Actually, we can probably just build this right here. And then here's all the joints and the other parts. Alright, so we're going to build it. And I showed the build on the previous one. But I'm going to build it here. I'll do it in fast forward since it is identical to the original. Alright, and there you have Optimus fully assembled. And he does look quite nice. There is some details and paint and tampo on him. So the eyes, painted blue. It's hard to tell if these are paint or tampos, but you have yellow here for the lights, blue for the chest. I think this is a tampo. Silver paint here for the windows. Black details here on the abdomen, and then yellow cell-shaded color for the crotch. Nice tempoed Autobot logos yellow and black here. On the side you have the painted smokestack with a little bit of gray detail there, and then painted gray here for the gas cans. Here's the back. It does look good overall. Let's go over the articulation. The articulation is basically the same on all the figures. Accessories are also similar, so I'm going to go over the articulation and the accessories for Optimus, and then for the rest of the figures, if they're different, then I'll explain what's different. So the head is on a ball joint, goes forward and backwards, side to side, rotates all the way around. Arms rotate around on a ball joint. The shoulder is on a hinge, so it goes up and down, and you can get a little bit of butterfly on it. The shoulder pad, it can rotate separately. Arms goes up to there. If you go too far, it'll pop off that ball joint, so just be aware of that. You have a rotation at the ball joint, but also at the elbow, so you can kind of get it rotated. More than 90 degrees bend at a single jointed elbow. The wrist is on a ball joint, so it goes in and out, up and down, and rotates around. The waist can rotate, no ab crunch. Legs go up to there, back to there, out to the side. Rotation at the knee. They are on a ball joint, but they don't rotate at the thigh. They rotate at the knee. And then you have a little past 90 degrees. The foot can go up and down, side to side, and it can rotate. As far as accessories, they all come with a stand, and you can just plug the feet onto there for display. The stands are interconnectable, so you can take two stands and basically plug them together like that if you wanted to have them. Personally, I think they're just, you want to pose these figures, so if you connect them, you're not going to have any space to do that. But you also get two open expressive hands, so you can just pop these off a ball joint and then pop these on. Optimus comes with a pointing hand, which is appropriate, for a leader, so he can point. He comes with his blaster, and has a unique mold just for Optimus. He gets this blaster, the ion blaster, ion cannon, or ion cannon. And then he comes with this translucent orange axe that will fit into here. This can rotate around on that ball joint, so pretty nice weapon there. They all come with these little Autobot and Decepticon symbols. One side's Autobot, one side's Decepticon. And you can kind of use these, pretend that they're a communicator or something. I don't know. Not really that useful, in my opinion, but you can do this, and then he can be talking into it or whatever. Alright, so here is Skywarp and Thundercracker, and we previously got Starscream with the first, or the second wave. So they are the exact same mold, obviously changed colors. You can see they have the details on the knees, on the chest there for the cockpit, the intake fans, some detail on the shoulders, at least for Starscream. He's got a little bit extra detail there on the shoulders. He comes with the Megatron gun, but these two don't come with anything other than their null rays. I wanted to mention you can swap the bodies here. So if you wanted to do the Starscream thing, you could. So you take off the arms and pop off his arms, and then remove the body from here, pop that onto here, put his arms back on, and now he can cosplay as Optimus Prime if you want to do that. The chest plate, this backpack actually doesn't fit on this rear back piece of Optimus, so you do have to use the whole chest from Starscream, so you can't use this chest with that. I suppose you could customize it and do it, but there you go for the Starscream cosplay thing. All right, next we have Ironhide and Ratchet, who are mold mates as well, and they did do the heads differently, so they're sculpted differently. Nice details on the crest, different chest piece, different tampo detail. Again, I'm not sure if it's a sticker or tampo. I like that they did the cross instead of some other symbol for Ratchet, you know, they've always had that issue with the Red Cross organization, so I guess they got around that. They have nice tampo detail on the crotch as well. So overall pretty good looking. They both have the same weapon. Now this weapon is reused for every figure, every other figure we're going to look at in this line, other than Optimus and Megatron and the Seekers. So it's just recolored plastic. You got a red and then white for Ratchet. But it does look good. Now these guys come with a different accessory. They both come with this blast effect here. So you could pretend that, you know, Ratchet's repairing somebody. But I also think that could be used more intelligently, probably with this guy. Now, if you didn't get the chase figure, which comes with, you know, that fire effect, you could use this. So I'm just using an extra joint, and that plugs into his mouth. There's a little slot right there. And then you can plug this into that, and now he can be fire breathing as well. So I think that's a better use of it than to give it to Ironhide. All right, now we have the Prowl, Bluestreak, and Jazz, which you wouldn't think are mold mates, but they actually are. Basically identical the way they made it. They just changed all the sticker detail and the heads to look different. So starting off with Prowl, you got some really nice police stickers and tampos all throughout. The doors look really good. The doors can be reconfigured, so if you want to fold them down all the way, you can. You got some nice police tampos here as well for the emergency lights. Nice tampos here on the feet. Again, I don't know if it's stickers or tampos, but it all looks really good and clean. And again, same gun, just done in white here. This is new, so there is a ball joint right here on the shoulder, and these cannons plug into there. These can be rotated up and down and around, so you can kind of aim them however you like. So that is different for this mold. Bluestreak, pretty much the same as Prowl, with obviously different colors. They did a really nice job on the deco. Nice detail on the chest and on the feet and the legs. Same thing for the gun, gray. Jazz, they decided to put wheels up here instead of his shoulder cannons. Because he still has those ball joints, they probably wanted to cover that up. Me personally, I don't think he ever had wheels up here. So I'm probably going to just snip off those ball joints there because it doesn't really belong there. And if you like the door look, you can have them out. It has a nice Martini logo and stripe. But if you prefer not to have it with that and more G1 look, you can fold those down, and now he looks more like the Jazz that we know. But me personally, I'll probably remove these wheels and then cut off those pegs, or maybe just remove them and leave them like that. And last but not least, we have Megatron. And Megatron does have some unique things to him. The arm cannon, for example, these shoulder bits, and then this backpack piece here with the cannon on top. Those are all unique to this character, of course. He does look really good. He got some nice tampos on the head and the face. The chest has those details that we expect. The lights, and then the waist has some details. They used red for the joints, which I think is good. Overall, looks really nice. You can pose the cannon like this, so you can have him in his classic pose. I didn't mention you can use one of these blast effects here, so you can be blasting some Autobots. But I really like how this turned out. Final recommendations on the Blocks Transformers Model Kits Wave 1. I'm going to give this the same score as Wave 2. I'm going to recommend it, give it a 4 out of 5. These are really fun. They're fun to build. They're fun to mess with. They look really cool. I have a bigger collection now that I have 2 waves. I can't wait for the next one. I really like these things. And they're not a lot of time. You know, each one is less than 5 minutes, a couple minutes each to build. So it's not a lot of time investment either. And they all look really good. Jazz was the only one so far that I thought they could have done a little bit better, especially on the shoulder area. By the way, Jazz is dancing instead of fighting here. But yeah, other than that, I really like them. Definitely recommend if you're into this kind of thing. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.